So we are in the chapter number 10. So the opulence of the absolute. And where we left last class was the Arjuna's glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the place where Arjuna glorifies Lord Krishna. Okay. And then there's a very interesting piece that's going to start after Arjuna's glorification. Okay, which we'll be doing it in the next class. That is, Krishna is going to explain all of his manifestations. And that is going to be very fantastic. Okay. We'll have a detailed discussion around this. And we will learn a lot. There's so much to learn here. Try to understand different things from the Purana point of view, the Vedas point of view. We'll get a lot of knowledge when we start that. Okay, so this class will be around Arjuna's glorification, which is very beautiful. Arjuna is the pure devotee of Krishna, a Nitya Parshada of Krishna. So let us start with this. We did this verse, but let us redo this, okay? Because this is a very important verse. So any volunteers who want to read this, Arjuna's glorification of Krishna?
May I, Prabhu?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahustvam rishaya sarve devashir naradas asito devalo vyasa swayam chatva bravishime. May I read synonyms also, Prabhu?
Translation is enough, yeah, because we covered this verse on.
Translation: Arjuna said, "You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring this to me." Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. This is a very significant verse, devotees, because Krishna explained his opulences, starting with the 10.1. And Arjuna has now clearly understood that Krishna is not an ordinary person. He's not his cousin. Like Arjuna was thinking, Krishna is my cousin, but Krishna is not his cousin. Now it is completely clear for him. And so this puts rest to all the speculative theories about Krishna. The pure devotees only understand about Krishna. Those who are not pure at heart, those who are not sinless, they can never understand the truth of Krishna. So in the Parampara system, we follow the Acharya. And the Acharya is the pure devotee. And the pure devotee's realization is like that of Arjuna. That is a pure surrender. Arjuna's surrender is here. He's saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Saying, you are the supreme all in all. Now here, Arjuna is very clearly saying, okay, Krishna, you are the supreme personality. Okay, you're not an ordinary child, right? So it is not that Krishna is Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita and outside he is not Bhagavan. Is it like that? No. How do we know that? Right from his birth, and even before his birth also is Bhagavan. Why? Because the irreligiosity was increasing the burden on the earth. So when there are irreligious people, when people on the earth do not follow religious principles, the earth will not be able to tolerate their weight. And then because the earth became very heavy because of kings like Jarasandha, Shishupala, not Shishupala, but Jarasandha and all of them. Okay, Kamsa. Because of that irreligious principles that was going on, okay, Mother Earth in the form of cow, she went to Lord Brahma and she prayed along with all the Devatas. And then Lord Brahma, along with all the Devatas, went to Shvetadvipa and he prayed to the Lord that, please, Lord, please appear. in this world, right? It was an earnest prayer of the devotee. Because of Lord Brahma, Krishna was born. Okay, because Lord Brahma requested, Lord appeared. Lord said also, he said, I will come. Okay, I will come. Because you're calling me, I'm coming. And then I also explained you this, that when Krishna was about to be born, okay, the way he was born also was very divine. Okay, first he entered into the heart of Vasudeva, and then he entered from the heart of Vasudeva into the womb of Devaki. Okay, it's not like how normal human beings are born. And then when he entered inside the womb of Devaki, there was so much of light that was coming from Devaki Devi, and everybody were able to notice that. Okay, and then there is a very vivid description about how the seasons changed when Lord was about to appear. And when the Lord is about to appear, all the devatas assembled in that jail, and they started to glorify the Supreme Lord. Even before, this is before the birth. Okay, there's a beautiful glorification of the demigods, very, very beautiful, in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, before the birth of Krishna. So we have to understand, at every point of time, Krishna is showing his divinity. Okay, and then the devatas do the prayers and they leave. And afterwards, when Krishna was born, all of the attendants of that prison house, right? They all become unconscious, and Vasudeva's chains will get released. And then Lord appeared in a very beautiful dress, right? And with Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, and very beautiful dress and beautiful ornaments. With that ornaments, he was born like a small baby. And then the four-handed, Lord came in the four-handed form and explained also that because you are my pure devotees, I have appeared to grace you. Now, can you please take me from here and take me to the Gokul and go and exchange the baby from there? Yashoda also has given birth to a baby girl. Just get that girl here, swap these children, swap these babies. So a baby doesn't give instructions, isn't it? So how can a baby give instructions, right? So the Supreme Lord, he has given instructions like that, and Vasudeva carried on, etc. And then after going to Gokul also, starting from Putana was a Balaghatini. She's a Khechari. So she's a ghost. She's like a witch who kills small children. And she was on a spree of killing small children all around, okay? And when she wanted to kill Krishna, Krishna sucked the life air out of her. And then he delivered her to Golok Vrindavan. So like that, he was a small baby, okay? It was like a baby who cannot even, roll, the babies, they roll after 6 months on the opposite side. Not even that is not even done. So at that time, Krishna is able to kill a witch like Putana, right? So who is the sister of Bakasur Rakshas? There's Bakasur. She's the sister of Bakasur. That's why her name is Baki. So Baka and Baki. So Bakasur is the brother of Putana, right? So like that, continuously after that, he kills that demon of the cart. There is a Shakatasura, who is in the cart demon. Then Trunavarta, then Agasura. So many, okay. And then he shows the universe inside his mouth. So at every pastime, Krishna is showing that I am the Supreme Personality of God. It's not that, there are some people who are saying, oh, in Mahabharata else it is referred to as Krishna. Here it is referred to as Bhagavan. Therefore, Krishna is Bhagavan only in Bhagavad Gita. That is a false propaganda. Doesn't make any sense. Krishna is Bhagavan when he entered inside the womb of Devaki Devi. Krishna is Bhagavan when he came out, when he showed his 400 form. Krishna is Bhagavan when he went to Gokul. Krishna is Bhagavan when he killed Putana. Krishna is Bhagavan when he showed the universe in his mouth. He is Bhagavan. Every pastime he is Bhagavan. It's not that he becomes Bhagavan suddenly. I mean, some people are trying to say that something entered into Krishna when he was explaining Bhagavad Gita, and momentarily he became God. No, this is all wrong. Every pastime we are seeing Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay, he's showing divinity everywhere, right? So, which is superhuman pastimes. They are called Amoga Leela. Amoga Leela means superhuman pastimes, which a human being cannot do. It's impossible to perform. Now, can a human being lift a mountain with his little finger? Not possible. Correct. So this is all wrong propaganda. It is by those people who are, to simply put, they're sinful people. That's it. They're trying to make this kind of propaganda to diminish Krishna because they themselves have not got the qualification to understand about Krishna. And Krishna is explaining. So what we have to do is we have to simply hear. Krishna says, Yatha gras nyasasi tat shruno. Just simply hear, that's all. Krishna is not saying do anything. He's saying just hear. Hear with faith. We have to simply hear with faith. Okay, we have to hear with faith that yes, Krishna, whatever he's saying, it is absolute truth. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to do any tweaks to it. I'm not going to do any word jugglery here or trying to do some settlement, adjustment that no, it's not Krishna, it's a Krishna within speaking. All of this is jugglery of words and it's just simply demoniac mindset. That's it. Arjuna is very clear. He's saying you are the supreme personality of God, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa confirm the truth about you and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So earlier, when Lord Krishna was born, all these great sages, Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa, they have Vyasadev, he's the grandfather of Pandu. He's a father of Pandu Maharaj, right? Pandu and Dhritarashtra, they're sons of Vyasadev, right? Amba and Ambalika. So Arjuna is like grandson, and even Duryodhana is grandson of Vyasadev. So Vyasadev used to come to the kingdom sometimes, speak. And whenever he used to come and talk, right, he used to very clearly say, every talk he will say, Krishna, don't underestimate him. He is the supreme personality of God. He has come here. Directly he has descended here. And you are all very lucky and nicely serve him. He used to say that. Vyasadeva has said it many times. And Narada is always coming, right? On pastime of Narada once came to see Krishna. Okay. And, Dwarka. And this is another superhuman pastime, I'll tell you. Amoga Leela. I said that Krishna is Bhagavan every minute. Every moment is Bhagavan. He's not Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. Okay? I'll tell you this story, you'll understand better. Once Narada came to see Lord Krishna and he went to Dwarka. And how many queens did Krishna have? How many wives did he have? Anybody knows? What's the number?
16,108.
16,108 wives. So he entered into one of the palaces. And when Lord Krishna was doing something, he was performing his morning Sandhya rituals. And when he saw Narada, he welcomed Narada, gave him a seat, washed the feet of Narada. I mean, whatever respect that a Brahmarshi, a Brahmana is supposed to be given, he gave that respect. And he sprinkled the water on his head. And he was with Rukmini Devi. And both of them were nicely serving and asking how about Narada. So Narada stood up and said, I will have to leave. And he left. He went to another palace because there were 16,108 palaces there in Dwarka. He wanted to see when Krishna is with Rukmini, what are the other wives doing? Curious, right? When Krishna is with Rukmini Devi, what will be the other wives doing? Naturally, they must be waiting for Krishna. Right? Okay, when will Krishna come to our house? Isn't it? Like that. Maybe he will go one day, one castle. 16,000 days, 16,000 wives. So is that the case? No. But we went inside. Yeah, what happened next? He goes to another palace and Krishna sees Krishna is playing with his son. He's playing with his son. So he sees, and then Narada comes and then Krishna is greeting Narada and saying, oh Narada, we are so purified that you have come to our house. Please come and sit down. And he gives him a seat and nice, same thing with another wife he does. The Narada will get up and he'll go to another palace. Now here, Krishna is delivering a dispute. There is a legal dispute that is going on, and Krishna is delivering judgment as a Kshatriya. And then he sees Narada and he welcomes, oh Narada, you have come to our home, please come. And then he's playing obeisance. Like that, 16,000 homes at the same time he is present. Now tell me, is it humanly possible for anybody to be present in 16,108 palaces?
Not at all.
Not at all possible. So Krishna is Bhagavan always, isn't it? Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan. That's why Bhagavatam says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is Swayam Bhagavan. His body is transcendental. It's not a material body. So whatever is appearing to be material, right? He's omnipresent. He's omnipresent. His body is also transcendental. Okay. Omnipresence is one aspect and personal is another aspect. He has two aspects. Both the aspects are there. It's not that he's only omnipresent and his body is not there. Because Krishna clarifies that in 9th chapter. Do not think that because I am pervading everywhere, I am not there. I am still there. Paschame Yogam Aishwaram. He says, just look at my mystic opulence. I am present everywhere, but I am still here also. As a person also, he is present. He is present everywhere also. Now, how is it possible at the same time? It is possible for God. He is all pervasive. He is present everywhere and he is present personally also. Both. So that is Krishna's opulence. Okay. So like that, one interesting story is Bhishma Pitamaha, when he was fighting with Lord Krishna in the Kurukshetra war, he was very violently attacking Arjuna. And naturally, because Krishna was his charioteer, a lot of arrows were being hit to Krishna. And blood was spilling. It's like, Krishna was bleeding. And Krishna was sweating. Okay, because Bhishma Pitamaha took a promise that, I'm going to kill Arjuna today, because he was irritated by Duryodhana that you are being very partial. So Bhishma decided, today I'm going to finish Arjuna. So he put all of his strength, and Krishna at that point of time, he was like having sweat on his head and there was dust on his face. There was curly hair which was having dust, and there's sweat on his face. Okay, because he's intensely waiting. He wants to protect his devotee Arjuna. And in the Bhishma Stuti we see Bhishma Pitamaha on his deathbed is remembering that scene. My dear Lord, I remember you that time when you were with Arjuna, right? You were in that war field. I remember that how you were trying to protect in the battlefield. Okay, in the battlefield, you were trying to protect Arjuna. Right. So there's a very beautiful verse also in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Yuti turagar jo vidhumra vishva kuchalulita shramava jalantritasye mama nishita sharai vibidhyamana tvachi vilasat kavachestu Krishna atma. Bhishma Stuti. On the battlefield where Sri Krishna attended Arjuna out of friendship, the flowing hair of Lord Krishna turned ashen due to the dust raised by the hoofs of the horses. And because of his labor, beads of sweat wetted his face. All these decorations, intensified by the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows, were enjoyed by him. Let my mind thus go on to Sri Krishna. So Krishna, you see, likes to be worshipped. I mean, if you give flowers to Krishna, he likes it. But will Krishna like it if you put arrows on him? What do you think? Yes or no? What do you think?
The arrows were also put with devotion.
Yeah. Actually, he likes it. Krishna likes it. It's called Raudra Rasa. Raudra Rasa means it is one kind of rasa. There are different types of rasa. Right? Rasa means mellows. One mellow is like a friend. Like a friend, if you are friendly with Krishna, Krishna likes it. Another rasa is a Raudra Rasa or Veera Rasa, means like the Bhishma Pitamaha is fighting, or like Hiranyaksha is fighting with Varaha, or Hiranyakashipu is fighting with Lord Narsimhadev. When Hiranyaksha was fighting with Lord Varaha, He was fighting. He was not stopping the fight. Brahmadeva was getting curious. My dear Lord, why are you fighting? Please stop the fight. Lord likes fight. He likes to fight. Like sometimes, for parents, like father likes to fight with the son. Right? There's so much of fun in that, wrestling. He's liking so much. He's enjoying it. So like that, he's enjoying it. Okay, how now hit me. Okay, how are you going to hit me? Let me see how you'll hit me. It takes one moment to kill him, Hiranyaksha. Okay, but still, Varaha is just playing with him. Right. So there's a lot of fight that happens, and then later he just gives one slap and Hiranyaksha dies. So like that, Krishna is also, playing with, Krishna is enjoying it. Bhishma Pitamaha is putting a lot of arrows, and Krishna is intensely protecting his devotee, and he's enjoying it also at the same time. So that's what I mean. Bhishma Stuti, Bhishma is remembering that. Right? So like that, what we have to understand is Krishna's body is transcendental. Okay, he is the Supreme Lord. He is protecting Arjuna, and he is fighting with Bhishma Pitama at the same time. Bhishma is his pure devotee, Mahajana. Arjuna is his pure devotee. Both of them are devotees. And he is protecting Arjuna. And he's also, he remembers that Bhishma had made a promise that I will make you lift your weapons. Krishna makes a promise that I will not lift a weapon in Mahabharata. In the Kurukshetra, I will not lift a weapon. But Bhishma Pitama says, my promise is I'll make you lift a weapon. So now Krishna is thinking, how can I break my promise? You see. Why should Krishna break his promise? Tell me. Why should he break his promise?
To keep the word of his pure devotee.
To keep the word of his pure devotee. He's thinking, okay, my pure devotee, Bhishma Pitamaha, has said that I have to lift the weapon. I have to lift the weapon. Now, how should I lift the weapon? He's thinking. So he found the opportunity when Bhishma Pitamaha was hitting with so many arrows. That point of time, he got very angry. Apparently, it's just a put-up anger. Okay, he's not angry, obviously. So he becomes very angry. And then he lifts the one chariot wheel and he charges onto Bhishma. And Bhishma is looking at him and saying, oh my God, Supreme Personality of God. I just imagine, your favorite God is coming to kill you. So Bhishma is very happy. He's saying, yes, come, kill me. Like that. So, and Arjuna is trying to stop him. No, Lord, don't fight. Don't break your promise. You're not supposed to fight. And the sunset happens and everything stops. So finally, Bhishma Pitamaha's word is fulfilled. So his pure devotee's words did not go vain. Arjuna got protected. Like that, Krishna's body is transcendental. Okay. So even he's getting sweat, he's getting blood. That's like an actor. Bhagavatam explains, Nato Natya Dharo Yata. The actor, okay. Magicians, they do some tricks. Sometimes they show that, magician, they put, the magician will put a lady and he'll bring a saw and he'll make it into 2 pieces. Right? And then you'll join. And then the person will stand. That is called magician trick. So whatever he shows, it's all magical tricks. That's it. I mean, Krishna, his birth, pastime, or disappearance pastime, all of them are like, some kind of tricks just to show. I mean, he'll just show something. It happens like this. It's an illusion. But there is no birth, there's no death, there's no birth. Okay, that is Krishna. He is Parabrahma. Okay, just understand this point. This point is very important. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Shashwatam, Divyam, Adidevam, Ajam Vibhum. He is the Parama Purusha, Shashwata Purusha. Means he's a permanent personality. It's not that Krishna will change his form. It's not that Supreme Formless has taken this form. Krishna, after some time, it will get bored and it will take some other form. Okay, in one season, it will be in the form of Krishna. In another season, it will become another form. No, it will be always in the form of Krishna. Is always Krishna. The Supreme Lord, Param Brahma, is always Krishna. That's it. There's no election or any swapping or anything that happens. Okay, it's Shashwatam Divyam. And it's Adi Devam. Ajam means no birth. Vibhum means infinite. Adi Deva means he is the source of all the Devatas. All the Devatas, he is the source. So Adi Deva. So this has been declared by all the devotees before. Okay, this we have to realize that Krishna is not an ordinary person. Unfortunately, those people who are proud of their academic qualification, education, despite of so much of evidences in Vedic literature, stick to the obstinate conviction that Krishna is an ordinary person. Unless one is in a disciplic succession, he cannot understand Bhagavad Gita. It is not possible to understand by so-called academic knowledge. Okay, don't get carried away. Somebody says, okay, I am a professor from Sanskrit University. I have done my B.Ed, M.Ed and PhD in Sanskrit, and I've done Ashtavadana and Bhagavad Gita 40 times, 50 times, 100 times. This is all not a qualification to understand Bhagavad Gita. Okay, this is not a qualification. The real qualification is to be in the parampara. The real qualification is to follow the footsteps of Arjuna. That's it. To have faith. Now let's go. Sarvameta dhritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan vyaktim vidur deva nadanavaha. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. Such a beautiful verse, isn't it? Sarvam etat ritam manye. Prabhupada quotes this a lot of times. Sarvam, all, etat, this, ritam, truth, manye, I accept. Yet, which, mam, unto me, vadasi, you tell, Keshava, O Krishna. Na, never, he, certainly, te, you are. Bhagavan, O Supreme Personality of God. Vyaktim, revelation, viduhu, can know, devaha, demigods, na danavaha, the demons. Nobody, either the devatas, neither the devas nor the danavas, there is nobody who can fully understand Krishna. So, like Krishna says, only Krishna can tell about himself. He can only reveal himself. Okay, when he reveals, we'll understand a little bit about him. Okay. Actually, in the Bhagavatam, there's a very beautiful verse that says, just like there are some birds, which can fly up to less than 1 meter, like the hens and ostriches, they don't fly high, isn't it? There's some birds which can fly very high, like pigeons, etc. There's some birds which can fly really high, like eagle, some 5,000 feet, 10,000 feet, very, very high. Now, each bird's capacity of flying is different. Similarly, each living entity's understanding of Krishna is different. Nobody can claim that I understand Krishna fully. It's not possible for us to understand Krishna. All we can do is simply repeat what Krishna says. If Krishna says, I am the source of all the demigods, we should say, yes, Krishna is the source of all demigods. That's it. We should not speculate. We should not try to distort it or try to do any kind of word jugglery there. That's not allowed. Okay, we should simply repeat. That's it. Just like I said, a small kid is just simply repeating what the father said and it becomes correct. That's it. That's all we are supposed to do. We may realize it to some extent, but full realization is not possible. By Krishna's mercy, by the mercy of the spiritual master, we can realize it to some extent. But full realization will not happen. Okay, nobody can understand Krishna completely, other than himself. Why to talk about anybody? Krishna only doesn't know how great he is. Do you know that? There is one verse in Bhagavatam which says, Krishna himself doesn't know how great he is because he is expanding. So, for example, just like our cities, right? Now, 20 years back, the city was small. 30 years back, city was small. Now it has expanded. After 50 years, the city is going to expand more. By the time you understand that, okay, let us say you do some research and try to understand the city. Let's say you take 10 years to understand the city. What would happen to the city? It will grow further. So by the time Krishna tries to understand what is he will be growing further. So though nobody can understand Krishna. So there's one nice conversation that happens between Krishna and Rukmini. One day Rukmini was crying in ecstasy. Then Krishna asked, why are you crying? Are you sad? She says, no, I'm very, very happy. I'm very blissful. This is bliss. So what is this bliss that you are experiencing? Rukmini says, you will not understand. You don't know what is the bliss that we get by worshipping you. Only me and Radharani know. Then he says, how is it possible? I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can I not know this? He says, you don't know. Only we know. Then how should I know? Then Krishna says, okay, I will come as a devotee in Kali Yuga and do my own devotional service in the body of Radharani. That is body Radharani, Krishna within. Anta Krishna, Bahir Gaura. Right? So Krishna will be inside, Radharani body outside. So he will come like that. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is relishing Krishna consciousness every day, every moment. Anandambudhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadara. Like that. Okay. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relishes the Krishna consciousness because Krishna himself is trying to enjoy his own consciousness. How it is to be Krishna conscious, nobody knows except Krishna. Right? So that's what it is. So we have to have faith, devotees. We should have this faith, We can get faith only by serving the pure devotees. Mahajana yena gatasya panta. We have to follow the footsteps of the Mahajanas, the 12 Mahajanas, and the pure devotees, the Acharyas. Okay, we just have to follow their footsteps. Okay, and just repeat what they say. And if we simply repeat, we will realize. I totally accept this as a truth you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons can understand about your personality. Okay, nobody can understand. So the demons cannot understand. Krishna is saying the demons, Danava, the demons cannot understand. Not even the Devatas can understand. Then what to talk about the scholars? How can scholars understand Bhagavad Gita? So this Bhagavad Gita is the absolute truth. This is the science of Godhead. Arjuna has understood the supreme truth. He has understood that Krishna is the supreme Lord. Right? And we can understand this in the parampara. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo brashta parantapa. 4th chapter, Krishna is saying, Evam parampara praptam. Okay, this knowledge Krishna has given to the Sun God. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam vivasvan manave praho manurikshva kave bravit. Krishna has given to Vivasvan, Sun God. Vivasvan has given to Manu. Manu has given to Ikshvaku. So this is a parampara system. It's called the spiritual disciplic succession. This is disciplic succession. Disciplic succession. There is a biological succession. There is disciplic spiritual succession. What is the difference? If we trace our biological parents, right? Our parents, father, their parents, that's a biological chain, right? How biologically, how the genealogy is coming. But there is a spiritual disciplic succession. Starting from Krishna. Every parampara starts with Krishna. And if a parampara doesn't start with Krishna, it is apasampradaya. Apasampradaya means it is not an authorized parampara. And in such a parampara, we will not get any liberation or will not get knowledge. Because there are different types of parampara also. Sometimes the thieves will say, actually, this is our profession. Right? I have learned from my grandfather. My grandfather was a great thief. He taught me how to do the dacoity. That is also one parampara. But that kind of parampara is not spiritual parampara, isn't it? We're talking about spiritual disciplic succession which comes from Krishna. There are 4 disciplic successions. So only in these disciplic successions we should hear Bhagavad Gita. Then we will understand. Okay, we should, how do we know that? Whether a parampara is correct or not? Very simple. The simple acid test is, litmus test is, whether the parampara in which we are hearing Bhagavad Gita commentary or whatever commentary that we are reading, does it accept the version of Arjuna? Is it in line with Arjuna's realization or not? Arjuna has no reservations to accept Krishna as Supreme Lord. Arjuna is not putting any conditions here. Arjuna is not saying, no, Krishna, it's not you. It's somebody within you. Or, no, you are temporarily become the Supreme Lord. There is Parabrahma. You are speaking like Parabrahma on the behalf of... This is all nonsense. Arjuna is not saying all of this, isn't it? Is he saying that? very clear. He's saying, Sarvameta Tritam Manye. Yen Mam Vadasi Keshava. That's all. Say this should be the realization of the correct parampara. The correct commentary, the litmus test is Sarvameta Dritam Manye. Yen Mam Vadasi Keshava. Whatever you say is 100% true. That's all. Nobody can understand. Nahite Bhagavan Vyaktim Vidur Devana Dana. That's all. Nobody can understand you. Whatever you said is 100% true. I agree. Anybody wants to see the next verse? Yes, Sonia Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandat Pranams. Text 15. Swayamevātmanātmānam vedhatvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate.
Can you read the synonyms also?
Ji Prabhuji, synonyms. Swayam, personally. Eva, certainly. Atmana, by yourself. Atmanam, yourself. Vetha, no. Tvam, you. Purusha Uttama, O greatest of all persons. Bhuta Bhavana, O origin of everything. Bhutesha, O Lord of everything. Deva Deva, O Lord of all demigods. Jagatpate, O Lord of the entire universe. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful glorification. Swayamevatmana atmanam vetatvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate. Beautiful, isn't it? So Deva Deva, this is the God of gods. Jagatpate. Jagatpate means Jagannatha. Who is the Jagannath means Lord of the universe. He is the Lord of the universe. He is the Sarva Lokeshwareshwaraha. Sarva Lokeshwareshwaraha means he is the controller of all the controllers. He is the controller of the controllers. That is the Supreme Lord. And then, see, this is a very nice thing. We should learn how to glorify Lord. How to glorify Lord, we should learn this. This is called Kirtana. Kirtaniya Sada Harihi. As much as possible, we should try to glorify the Supreme Lord whenever possible. And then that glorification should be 100%, it should be coming from heart. There should not be any reservation when we are glorifying. Okay. Just like how Arjuna is speaking his heart out. Deva Deva Jagatpate, Bhuta Bhavana, Bhutesha, Purushottama. So many ways he's saying. Swayamevatmanatmanam vetatvam. Only you know about yourself. Navidur Devana Danava. The demigods do not know, the demons do not know, all the different types of living entities. Nobody knows about you, the truth. Only you know about yourself. Only Krishna knows about himself. And when Krishna speaks, all the Devatas will silently sit and hear. That's it. Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha Deva Deva Jagatpati. Okay, there's a very nice pastime I'll say. One day what happened? Lord Krishna was playing flute. Okay, Lord Krishna was playing flute. So all the, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead has come, right? Now there are different type of living entities. We know only human beings and animals. But as per the Shastras, Vedas, there are different categories of human beings. We have the trees and we have these stones and we have the reptiles, snakes, we have the Danavas, we have the Rakshasas, and we have Yakshas, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Siddha, Charana, Vidyadhara, and Devas, and Brahma Rishis, Gandharvas, right? Brahmaloka Rishis. Different type of people are there, living in different types of living entities are there. So when all of these are there, you have to understand that, nobody can understand Krishna. So there are different types of living entities, but only he is like the Purushottama. Nobody knows about him. And what happened is one day, when the Supreme Lord has come, right? Yeah. the Supreme Lord came down. So everybody is very interested now. But now Krishna has started to play music. So all the Gandharvas became very interested. Gandharvas means they are music, right? Gandharvas are specialists in music. So the musicians, their music and dance, actually Gandharva Veda is music is they are very good musicians and dancers. So they thought, oh, Krishna is doing our profession. Let us see how he will dance, how he will sing. Let us see. And they all came and they started to hear Krishna is playing his flute, and he's doing, I mean, musical notes. I don't know how many of you, I don't know, Hindustani classical. We have so many Hindustani Carnatic classical, Sarigama Padanisa. So many different notes are there. So many ragas are there. And the way he was playing the notes, everybody got very wowed by it. Wow, what a music! We have never heard this beautiful music before, right? And all the, the Gandharva women, they were all so attracted by Krishna. All the devatas, all the women of the Devaloka, all the females were completely attracted by the beauty of Krishna. And when he started to play the flute, Brahma and Lord Shiva came. It's given in Bhagavad. And they were hearing, just like, when there's a concert, I don't know how many of you attended this musical concerts, when there is alap and Hindustani Carnatic classic kacheri that will happen, right? In Chennai, there's a very famous thing that happens in the December, right? So yeah, so like that. So there's a music. So all the rasikas, the enjoyers, they'll come and sit and very nice, wow, wow, wow. They'll say very nice, very nice. Like that, they were sitting and hearing. Okay, Krishna is playing music. Let's hear. After some time, they got puzzled. What is this raga? What is this tala? And they were not able to catch it. It's going so fast, and it is going in so many different melodies that they got, hey, what is this? So it's like, I've never heard, what is this? They got completely confused. It's Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva got confused. It's given in the Bhagavad.
Prabhuji, it's a question paper.
Yes?
It's like setting a question paper.
It's like setting paper, yeah. It's like God playing music. So if God is going to play music, how is it going to be? So it's going to be God level. God is going to dance. Yeah?
Out of syllabus.
Out of syllabus. That's what it's out of syllabus. We have never heard what is this raga, what is this tala, what is this panchamaswara. They're completely lost. And then we have the dance. When Krishna was dancing, I mean, everybody was surprised how he's dancing. Natavara. It's called Vrindavana Natavara. He's dancing on the slippery Kaliya Nag. He's dancing with such a beautiful steps. He's jumping, dancing. He's even hitting that Kaliya Nag, kicking it and dancing. At the same time, it's a beautiful step that is coming. Right? So when the God dances, how is it going to be? Right? It's going to be very beautiful. So the God is dancing, the God is singing, and everybody is watching. Right? So that's what it is. This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purushottama. Actually, we should relish all these pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam to understand that. Okay? Yeah. So that's what it is. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next verse, 16th verse. I'm sharing my screen. Please read this. And I'll be just back in one moment. Please read this sloka and translate. With synonyms, read this. I'm coming in a minute.
No. Somebody read, please.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, please continue.
Vaktum arhasi asesena divya hi atma vibhutayah yabhir vibhutibhir lokan imam stvam vyapatisthasi. Please tell me in detail of your divine appearances by which you pervade all these worlds. Hare Krishna.
Synonyms also, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Vaktum to say, Arhasi you deserve, Ase Sena in detail, Divyah divine, he certainly, Atma, your own, Vibhutayah, opulences, Yabhih, by which, Vibhutibhih, opulences, Lokan, all the planets, Iman, these, Tvam, you, Vyapya, pervading, Tisthasi, remain.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji. So, Vaktum Margasya Asheshena Divya hi Atma Vibhutayaha Yabhir Vibhutivir Lokan Imam Stvam Vyapya Tishtasi. Arjuna is asking, please tell me in detail your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. Anybody can read this purport?
Yes, Prabhuji. In this verse, it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have, and through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For him, there is no doubt, yet he is asking Krishna to explain his all pervading nature, people in general, and the impersonalists in particular concern themselves mainly with the all pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in all his pervading aspects through his different energies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very important. Thank you, Mataji. Very important realization here is that Arjuna, by Krishna's grace, already has the personal experience and he understands everything about Krishna. Okay. For him, there is no doubt. It's not that Arjuna is in confusion. Whenever Arjuna is acting as if he's in confusion, he's in bewilderment, he's a Nitya Siddha. Okay. He's just doing it on the behalf of others so that he wants to ask some questions. Okay. Mainly, see what's going to happen now in the rest of the chapter of 10th chapter and the entire 11th chapter. Krishna is talking about his impersonal aspect. Now, impersonal aspect. Now, Krishna is going to show the Virat Rupa in the 11th chapter, universal form. That universal form is also an aspect of the impersonal form of the Lord. So, the impersonalists are advised to first worship the Vishwarupa or the Virat Rupa form, the all pervasive form. Okay. So that they slowly get faith in the transcendental form of the Lord. So, one is the universal form of the Lord. That is one level. The next level is the transcendental form of the Lord. That is 400 form of the Lord and 200 form of the Lord. 400 form of Lord Vishnu, 200 form of Lord Krishna are the transcendental forms of the Lord. Whereas Virat Rupa is a material form of the Lord. So, but generally people who are, immediately they may not have faith in Krishna. But everybody has faith in the Vishwarupa, that God is all pervasive. Everybody knows that. God is all pervasive. So, initially, a common man would like to hear this, that how is God all pervasive? Okay, this is the aspect that Arjuna is inquiring on behalf of all of us so that we clear our doubts and first of all establish and understand even before we approach the transcendental form of the Lord, we understand that, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality. Okay, he's all pervasive. And by the 12th chapter, Arjuna clarifies, okay, now that you have said so much about your impersonal form, and you have also shown me your 400 form and your 200 form, please tell me, how should I approach you? Should I approach you in the impersonal form like the impersonalist, or should I personally worship you? Right? And we will see when that chapter comes, what will Krishna say? Okay, which form he recommends. All right. The next verse. Who would like to read this? Yeah, please go ahead.
Carry on, Mataji.
aham yogin tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyashi bhagavan maya. Synonyms: Khatam, how, Vidyam aham, shall I know, Yogin, O supreme mystic, Tvam, you, Sada, always, Parichintayan, thinking of you, Keshu, in which again, Cha also, Bhaveshu, natures, Chintaya Asi, you are to be remembered, Bhagavan, O Supreme, Maya, by me. Translation, O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you, and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Master. Thank you very much. So the rule is that we have to always remember Krishna. Okay, there are two rules. Okay, the rule number one is always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Okay, always it's always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna, and the next rule is do not break rule one, like that. So what it basically means is that you should, in somehow or other, yena kena prakarena mana Krishna niveshet, somehow or other we should go back to Krishna. Whatever we see, whatever great thing that we see in the world, we should remember Krishna. For example, if you see some very beautiful mall or something like that, okay, which is looking very nice, very nicely decorated, you should think, wow, this is so beautiful. This is Krishna's energy. This is the energy of Krishna. This is the Maya of Krishna, like that. So whomever you see, if you see some great personality who's very intelligent, you should say, oh, buddhimata must be. Krishna said, I am the intelligence among the intelligent. I can see Krishna's, energy here. If you see somebody very strong, balam balavatam chaham, and somebody, if you see very strong person, you should remember Krishna. Like that, if you drink water, you should remember Krishna. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. If you drink water, it should be like, the taste of this water is so sweet. Water does not have a taste, but when you're very thirsty, when you drink the water, it satisfies you so much. It feels so tasty. You relish it so much. Like in no other drink can replace water. Krishna is saying, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. When we eat food also, we should think, oh, I'm eating my food now. This food is getting digested in my stomach. Krishna said, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamasrita Pranapana Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvidam. So Krishna said, I am the Vaishvanara Agni, the digestive fire in every living entity's stomach. Different living entities are there. They are all eating different kinds of foods. All of them are getting digested. Krishna is saying, I am that digestive fire. Krishna is the digestive fire. Like that we have to remember. Pranapana Samayukta means, we are taking the breathe in and breathe out involuntarily. So we should remember Krishna. This is Krishna's energy. If you see cosmology, if you see the earth, if you see satellites, then also you should remember Krishna. Oh, the earth and all the planets are in their place because of Krishna. If you see the mountains, you should remember Krishna, and you should think that, okay, these mountains are different, just like in the body of Virat Rupa, the trees are like his hair. The roads are like the nerves. All of this is the description. Right? So when you see each of them, you will remember some body parts of Krishna. Okay, that, oh, this is Virat Rupa. Actually, this whole world is like the body of the Lord. Like that, whatever we remember, whatever ritualistic activity also that we may be doing, we should remember Krishna. Whatever ritualistic activity that we are doing as a part of our religious rituals also, whatever demigod we may be worshipping, then also we should remember Krishna. Krishna is going to explain, right? Anybody who is very intelligent, the best, brilliant, we will remember Krishna. Krishna is going to explain all of that. So we'll go in detail in this chapter. Now, when Krishna is explaining about the I am so and so among this, he's going to say, I'm so and so among this, I'm so and so among this, I'm so and so among this, like that. We have to understand we'll understand the backstories of each of these also, each of these personalities also. He says, among all the secrets, I am silence, for example, right? So, even silence, mauna, being silent is the topmost secret. If the other person is not telling you what is in their mind, that is the topmost secret, isn't it? So Krishna is saying, I am that, like that. So he says, among the cheating, also he is the biggest cheat. He says, among the cheating also I am the Tyuta, I am the cheating, gambling, I am the gambling among cheating. So worst kind of cheating also, it's Krishna's energy only. There are some people who lose everything in gambling. Krishna is saying, I am that energy. So it doesn't mean that now I shall worship gambling, isn't it? Krishna will say, I am the lion among all the animals. Now it doesn't mean that now I'll worship a lion. Okay, we have to understand it in right perspective. All it means is that if anything which is very great, the best, okay, the best of anything is Krishna. That's Krishna's energy. Like that. Okay, that's how we have to understand. So here, particularly Krishna is being referred to as yogin. Katam vidyam aham yogi. Krishna is referred to as yogi, right? Yogi. So why is he referred as yogi? Because Krishna is the master of yoga maya. Yoga maya is the energy which is covering our knowledge. We are not able to see Krishna, we are not able to understand Krishna because of yoga maya potency. Yoga maya has covered us. Because yoga maya has covered us, we can never realize Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is it yoga maya or Mahamaya, Prabhuji? There
are two levels at which it covers. Okay, Mahamaya and Yoga Maya, both. Okay, Mahamaya says that there is no God. Yoga Maya specifically covers Krishna. So in his pastimes, for example, Krishna is with Duryodhana, but Duryodhana is not able to see. He's seeing Krishna, but he's not able to see that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. That is Yoga Maya potency.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So the common man has no love for Krishna and is not able to think of Krishna. I mean, as a common man, we are not able to think of Krishna, isn't it? So therefore, we have to think materially, right? So we have to think materially because, why is all of this coming is materialistic people cannot understand Krishna spiritually. See, there are a lot of atheistic people in this world, isn't it? There's some scientists who say, we don't believe in God, but we believe in nature. Did you hear this before? Now, why are they saying that? Okay, that is called as a Shaktiya. Shaktiya means I believe in Shakti, but I don't believe in the Shaktiman. I believe in Shakti because I can see energy, I can see electricity, I can see that Mother Earth, the plants are coming, we are seeing birth, death, we are seeing fire and all the energy of this material world I can see. But what is behind I cannot see. Adokshaja. Behind this Shakti, Shaktiman I cannot see. So the Shaktiya mindset, materialistic mindset. That I can see, I will agree only what I see. I'm not going to agree what I cannot see. Krishna is Adokshaja. Aksha means something which is seen. Krishna, we cannot see Krishna. Supreme Lord, we cannot see. Okay. So I will not accept Krishna. So for such kind of materialistic people, for them, they cannot understand Krishna. Therefore, they have to concentrate the mind on physical things to see how Krishna is manifested by physical representation. So first they have to if they accept that this physical representation is belonging to Krishna, then later they will be able to accept the spiritual aspect also. Right? So for example, we have the body and we have spirit soul within it. See, there's some atheistic people or people who are not spiritually literate. They will say, oh, body is all in all, like the Buddhist philosophy. If the body is dead, it's nirvana, finished, over, vacuum. There's nothing, shunya. But there are spiritual people who say that no, there is somebody within the body. There is deha and dehi, sharira and sharirenaha. There is sharira and there is body and there is atma. There is soul within, which we cannot see, but there is a spark. Okay, which if it leaves the body, the body is dead. Right? So, like that, we have to see. If we have to see the soul, we have to see with the Shastra Chakshu. We have to see the soul by the eyes of Jnana Chakshu, by the eyes of knowledge. If you have to see the soul. If you have to see super soul, Krishna, you need prema. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana. We need love of God. If you have love for God, then you can be able to see Krishna everywhere. To see the living entity, we need knowledge. To see Krishna, we need love of God. Okay? So let's go forward. Next one. Anybody wants to read this? Who wanted to read but could not get a chance? Please go ahead.
May I,
Thank you,
Prabhuji?
Prabhuji. Carry on, Mataji.
Yeah. विस्तरेणात्मना योगं विभूतिं च जनार्दन भूय कथया तृप्तिर्हि शृण्वन्तो नास्ति मे amritam.
Yeah, go ahead with synonyms.
Yeah. Vistarena, in detail. Atmana, your. Yogam, mystic power. Vibhutim, opulences. Cha, also. Janardana, O killer of the atheists. Bhuya, again. Kataya, describe. Tripti, satisfaction. He, certainly. Shrinvatha, hearing. Nasti, there is not. Me, my. Amritam, nectar. Translation. O Janardana, again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you, for the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
So Janardana here means the killer of the atheists. Right? Here the word is given. Kataya. The word kata is coming here. See Krishna kata. Katayantas chamam nityam. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. There the word kata has come. Here also the word kata has come. Kataya, describe. So Krishna is inside his kata. Kathai Krishna. That means where is Krishna? In Bengali, where is Krishna? Kathai Krishna. That means Krishna is in his katha. Krishna is inside katha. Krishna katha. It is amritam, Shravana Mangalam. I mean, it's nectarian. I mean, if you hear, it can dissipate all the miseries that we have. Okay. Whatever miseries that we may be having, not only in this lifetime, but over so many lifetimes, all the complaints, all the frustrations, all the sad things that have happened to us, not only in this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes also, will be satiated, will become peaceful, will come at peace. That is the Krishna Katha, is the power. Okay. So he's saying, please describe more and more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more of your nectar, of your words. It's so nectarian. So one thing is, Bhagavad Gita is Krishna Katha. Bhagavatam is Krishna Katha. Both of them are Krishna Katha. Bhagavad Gita is the instructions of the Lord. Bhagavatam is the story of God. Bhagavatam is like more personal. Bhagavad Gita is like instructions. What is Krishna telling us? What we should be doing? Okay, we should read both of them. We should read these instructions and follow the instructions of Krishna, that Krishna Katha. And then we should hear Bhagavatam, the story of Krishna, and we should always remember Krishna by remembering those past lives. So let us see this. Kalyani Mataji, would you like to read the purport?
Yes, Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. A similar statement was made to Suta Goswami by the rishis of Naimisharanya, headed by Shaunaka. The statement is, Vayam tu na vitripyama uttama shloka vikrame yachrinvatam rasajnanam swadu swadu pade pade. One can never be satiated even though one continuously hears the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, who is glorified by excellent prayers. Those who have entered into a transcendental relationship with Krishna relish at every step the descriptions of the pastimes of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.19. Thus, Arjuna is interested in hearing about Krishna and specifically how he remains as the all pervading Supreme Lord. Now, as far as Amritam, nectar, is concerned, any narration or statement concerning Krishna is just like nectar, and this nectar can be perceived by practical experience. Modern stories, fiction, and histories are different from the transcendental pastimes of the Lord in that one will tire of hearing mundane stories, but one never tires of hearing about Krishna. It is for this reason only that the history of the whole universe is replete with references to the pastimes of the incarnations of Godhead. The Puranas are histories of bygone ages that relate the pastimes of the various incarnations of the Lord. In this way, the reading matter remains forever fresh despite repeated readings. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So this is called Amrita, nectar. Okay, it's nectarian. It's called Krishna Karnamrita. There is a shloka called Krishna Karnamrita. That means Amrita, generally nectar, we drink it with mouth, isn't it? Nectar, you drink it with mouth. But this Krishna Rasayana, it's called Krishna Rasayana. That means this beautiful juice of Krishna, we should not be drinking it with our mouth, okay, but with ears. So we have to drink with ears. That's called Krishna Kathamrita. Krishna Kathamrita. So this is very, very beautiful. So it says that there's a Gopi Geet. There's a very beautiful verse that gopis are praising in the Gopi Geet. Tava katamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiritam kalmashapaham shravana mangalam Srimadatam bhuvi grunanti ye bhurida jana. The gopis are saying, Tavakatamritam tapta jivanam. You know, Tavakatamritam, the Krishna Katha is Amrita. Tapta jivanam. You know, the life, you know, we are all suffering so much. We are so tired, okay? We are like that a passenger who is on an endless journey and we are tired. We are not getting what we are looking for. Okay, we are looking for that love everywhere in our family, here, that relationship, every relationship, but we are not getting it. Okay, the comfort that we are looking for, we are not getting it. The living entity becomes peaceful, you know, gets freed from all the miseries, tapta jivanam. Only when we hear this Kathamrita, Tavakatamrita, Krishna Kathamrita. It is Shravana Mangalam. Shravana Mangalam. It gives spiritual benefit. Srimata Tatam. You know, it is full of spiritual power. Full of spiritual power. So it is so beautiful. Okay, this is such a beautiful message. And even Narada says in Srimad Bhagavatam, he says, Tatvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo Yasmin Pratishlokam Abadhavaptyakim Namani Anantasya Yashonkitani Yat Shunvanti Gayanti Grinanti Sadava. He says there are two types of literature. Narada says to Vyasdev. There is one literature which is not having the pastimes of Krishna. And there is one literature which is full of pastimes of Krishna, which is full of the name, fame, forms, pastimes of the unlimited Lord Krishna. And this literature, you know, I recently went to the largest bookshop in Hyderabad, okay, Himalayan bookstore. I saw so many books there. There were so many different kind of novels, books, non-fiction, fiction, everything. Now, Narada is saying all this literature which is not containing anything about Krishna, right? So this literature, it is useless. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Since the all perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there. So the all perfect persons, Paramahamsas, saintly people, they say like this, that these books which do not have Krishna Katha, they are pilgrimage for crows. Just like the crows, they also take a bath in water. But what water will crows assemble? Do you know? What kind of water will crows assemble? What water do they assemble?
Unclean.
Unclean, dirty, sewage water. Very unclean water. We will see crows bathing there very nicely. But you will not find swans in a sewage water. Right? Where will you find swan? Where will the swans? Where will you find swans? In pure ponds, you will find them. So those who are saintly people, you will find them in the ponds, that is in this Krishna conscious literature. On the other hand, that literature which is full of the descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, forms, fame, forms, pastimes of the unlimited Supreme Lord is a different creation, full of transcendental words directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of the world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. So this is Krishna Karnamrita, right? So we have to relish this Krishna Kathamrita. That's what Arjuna is saying. I'm not at all feeling satiated. Please go on. Please don't stop. I don't want you to stop. Please continue. I want to hear more and more. And here is very nice. Okay. The verse of quoted here in the purport here, it says this 10.11. Vayam tu na vipratat, vayam tu na vitruptyama, uttama shloka vikrame, yat shrunvatam rasajnanam swadu swadu pade pade. Swadu swadu pade pade means I'm relishing it so much. And sometimes when we eat some very nice food, right, our mouth is watering, and we feel like eating it again and again and again and again. How much ever you feed, my stomach will not be full. Like that, isn't it? So this Krishna Katha is like that. How much ever we hear, it is never ending. Right? So we have to hear like that. So that's what Arjuna is also saying. That Bhuya Kataya Triptihi Shrunvanto Nasti Memritam. Now, this is very clear. Okay, this is about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is Krishna Gita. It's called Devaki Putra Gita. Okay. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Let there be no confusion. If somebody tries to bewilder you by saying, oh, Krishna did not speak Gita, somebody spoke, it's like complete foolishness. Here Arjuna is talking about Krishna Katha, right? It's not referring to anybody else. Now Krishna is going to be speaking. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Hantate Katayishyami Divyahi Atma Vibhutaya Pradhanantayataha Pradhanayataha Kurushreshta Nastyanto Vistarasya Me. Supreme Personality of God. Yes, I will tell you my splendorous manifestations, but only those which are prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. It is not possible that Krishna can describe all of his opulences because his opulences are unlimited. Lord Anantashesha, with his unlimited mouths, has started to glorify the Lord from the beginning of the creation, and even now he is not exhausted it. It's just going on and on and on and on and on and on. So this is never ending. Okay. And then from the next verse, we'll be seeing devotees. Next class, we'll join back again. And then Krishna is going to speak about his opulences. We'll hear all of his opulences. And here we'll hear all the backstory of that, what that opulence means, and all of that. And what is important is the application. Okay. That whenever we see this opulence, we should remember Krishna. Okay. I'll try to create some beautiful visuals so that every opulence becomes very clear for you. Maybe what I'll do is I'll create beautiful visuals and I'll create a handbook for you, a PDF for you. Okay. You can refer to this PDF and see each and every opulence. Whenever you see that opulence, you should remember Krishna. Okay. We'll stop here. Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. That was Pranam.